Wong, 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 wong.
Streets, you know, that's how I'm raised. Who make me shall prosper. I just need this for the chat box. Just in case.
This shit is just be funny, dog.
What?
I just watching the deterioration of like impotence.
Hold up. Because we about to get on this shit. Need to hear this shit. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
You gotta sound like that.
No, I'm just thinking about some shit.
Two. Test. 1, 2. All right. What up? This is your boy Comedic Energy.
And your boy Craynoop.
And this is the Dirty 30. We back.
Dirty
We back. For real.
I'm trying to stop cursing.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I see how long that shit lasts.
Shoot.
It sounds like some old BET bullshit.
Man, whatever, Joe.
Dude.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that, son.
Get your butt over here.
Get the freak out of here, man. Oh, you remember what's that movie? Leprechaun in the Hood?
Yeah.
You ever seen that joint? What's up, Mike? Did you? That's so corny, son.
Oh shoot.
My Ninja. Like they really took time and put that movie into production, dog. Like,
yeah, they did. So.
That's crazy as a mug.
Yeah.
Son, lately I just been looking around, man. Not lately, for a long time now. But it's just so funny just to see like the impotence, dog. Like the stupidity, son. Like,
what you talking about?
how do we go from complete hysteria, like everybody gotta wear a mask, everybody needs to get a shot, everybody needs to stay home, to basically just obliterating all of those ideas and connotations and stigmas
in a blink of an eye.
And then the people who were preaching and praying to God that everybody get the shot and wear a mask, like the people who were screaming for dear God, like everybody needs to wear a mask. Soon as the government said, soon as the judge was like, oh, we don't want the mask anymore, right? It just, all of that just dissipates. So for us individuals who didn't want to get the shot, who were like just standing there like, no, we just don't want it.
Yeah.
You know, for the folks who didn't want to wear the mask, y'all don't got nothing to say now. It's nothing. Like there's no apology. There's no like, man, you was right. There's no nothing. Y'all just
I mean, you gotta, but I know for me, I've had some issues with some people with that because they still holding on to it. They still saying that it needs to be done. I still need to be getting a shot. I'm still infecting other people with COVID.
For real?
I don't. Yeah, a few people been trying to tell me that to convince me to get it, and I'm still not gonna get it, man, because we've talked about that. We exhausted that. If people want to know my reasoning, look at the previous episodes. But it's like, it just, I don't know, man.
I think you should reiterate it, son.
Man,
it's been a while. It might be some new people out there who don't know.
Man, my biggest thing is I don't feel like it should be forced upon anybody. That's the first thing. Second thing, I don't think it's that effective, me personally. I feel like there's other things out here that we can do that would be more effective than the shot itself because there's not enough studying being done. is still short term. I mean, we've been dealing with this for 2 years. That's still short term effects. We don't know long term effects with this. You know, it's the chemist. The chemist in me is real skeptical on what the actual vaccine does to the body. Okay, because we all know long term we don't know. Right. You know, 2 years is not considered long term.
Right.
So we don't know, and I can't trust that. But what I can trust are these, you know, holistic ways of doing things and other things, you know, even some medicines, you know, like I can trust those because those have a little more history than the damn vaccine does.
You know I just want to know, like, what's the plot, bro? Like, I don't want to hear nothing about none of that shit. I don't care about no studies. We didn't look at the studies. I don't care about no religious. We know about the religious. I don't care about the old people saying that we infected them because we know about that. We've heard that shit.
Yeah.
I want to know, what is the plot? What is the ploy? Like, why did these companies just come out of nowhere and start making up a vaccine that's not really nothing? Like, like what was the underlying goal? Because there's always an underlying goal, son. I feel like in 20 years, we gonna look back and it's gonna be like some shit. Like, they're gonna be like, if you took the vaccine in this state, in this state, in this state, you could be subjected to these things. You
like subjected to conversation.
You could, right? Like, you know how like they have recalls on cars and shit.
Yeah.
And like, or like, if you worked in a certain place during the years of this time,
like mesothelioma and
you could be subjected to asbestos or shit like that. Yeah, like you could be compensated over time. You know, like if you feeling these symptoms, if your eye is wiggly, like, you know, like we're gonna give you money, like. The nigga
shoot.
Like, you know, like I feel like later on in life, dog, like when we old as shit,
yeah,
our kids are going like, they're gonna be like, oh, what, you know what? Wait, then great grand, then pop get the shot. Is it? You know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be one of those things because like it's so hush, it's so quiet right now.
Yeah.
You don't hear nobody in the news. Like, I'm over here looking at CNN and there's nothing pertaining to any shot, any vaccine.
Really?
Anything. There's nothing on this page. The whole entire page is filled with nothing concerning vaccinations or anything, bro. And you know, they was covering all of that.
Yeah.
All you've been hearing about Mariupol and Russia and the Ukraine and Elon Musk and you know, all that stuff. Nothing. It was everywhere, bro. In a blink of, I mean, like last month, literally, they was just talking about like how they was gonna fire government people and they was gonna let people go from their jobs and the whole trucking industry was going up in flames and all this other crazy stuff. So I just, man, it's just fascinating to me to see how quickly, like like we've said it before, like we, like the human race, like we're sheep, son.
I feel like it's always a flavor of the month. What's the new flavor of the month, man? That's how I always see it is. Every month it seems like there's something that just has to remain relevant in the news.
Yeah.
And usually that deflects something else.
That's some other
that
stuff,
much,
right?
Yeah, that's that much greater. But you know, that's kind of
because it was funny. But go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What's funny is like now, because let's be real. COVID ain't over. That shit's still running rampant.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers over here in China going through it.
Yeah.
They got a whole nother joint coming out, right?
Yeah.
Now, for months straight, we was at, oh, new COVID strain, new COVID strain, new COVID strain. Everybody talking. You know, we got a new COVID strain. I don't see nobody covering it.
Yeah, that's true.
So we like, oh yeah, well, Russia attacking Ukraine, that ain't got nothing to do with America, is way more important than Americans being affected by COVID and getting shots. So
Ah,
I just think that's wild, man.
yeah, I think that is too. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I really think that like all of this stuff just be organized and orchestrated. Like people will call me a conspiracist, people will call me whatever. I don't care because I know it's real.
Yeah.
I know it's real, son. I can see it. I can see how it's incredible because the man who was about to be the most richest individual on the planet, Elon Musk, how he could do one thing and shift the whole entire like stock market, or he could shift like how he could just like if anything he say pertaining to like, you know, anything could either make Tesla rise or fall, right? And we know that Tesla's a big deal as far as like the stock market is concerned, amongst other, you know, value stock. But Tesla tends to have like a big shift in the market. Like when Tesla is going through some stuff, usually there's like a whole bunch of shit that's connected to it that just start falling too.
That's true.
And it's true. Like, damn, you know. And I'm like, okay, Jeff Bezos, he say something. It's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And you look at these dudes who at the top tier as far as like bank is concerned, as far as money. You know, and it's like, damn, if they got that much influence, it's got to be, you know what I'm saying? People with bread have to be the ones that's navigating the culture, that's navigating society. It's not just society moving on its own. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
Like if you can have this one man move a whole entire stock market that's ran by computers and a whole bunch of shit like that. You know, think about government leaders and all of these other mugs who sitting at the table and they planning out stuff and coming up with stuff. And then people just thinking that naturally they doing things, right? Like, oh, naturally we're going to go buy TVs, or naturally we're going to go celebrate this or drink this and do that. But it's not natural. It's like we're being coaxed into doing stuff.
It's the manipulation. Like, it's manipulation. That's without a doubt. But do you think that Elon Musk is talking to these world leaders as well?
To leaders like in other countries?
Like, yeah, for him to influence the market. Because I mean, I see what you're saying, and he's done that. You know, he just says one tweet and companies. Okay, there was a story that came out a couple years ago. He actually tweeted, I think it was a stock symbol, right? But he put the wrong symbol up, or it was some kind of confusion between the name of the company and the actual stock, right? Because it was two different companies. Right. And it was the wrong company that everybody thought it was. And it sent that company that was like 50 cents or $1 on the stock market to like $50-$60 off his one tweet.
That's power, bro.
That truly is power. But when you think about that, right? Because I mean, let's be real. He may not be a world leader, but he a world influencer.
Dude,
to do that, you're an influencer in itself. But do you think that he's talking to these world leaders about?
I think he's more. I think it's real. It's like I feel like it's super simple, but it's super intricate. Like it's like sitting in a chair. It's like sitting in a one of these chairs that we sit around. They spin and they roll and stuff, right? It's simple, but look, it's a chair, right?
Mhm.
When you think about the internal design of it, it's super complex. Like all the pieces that go into it.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for people to understand the complexity because they're only looking at it from the surface. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying.
I believe that I honestly don't believe that these world leaders run their countries no more. I really feel like it is corporations and not necessarily CEOs, but those industries, those top industries in Asia. Like you got crazy industry, like these industries are crazy, making crazy bread. There's no way that I make over $6 billion a year, right?
Yeah.
And you, the president, who makes maybe less than 100 mil, you know what I'm saying? Got to tell me nothing. Like, what are you going to tell me?
Yeah. What can you tell me?
I give you money to run your campaigns, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I give you funding to open up buildings in industrial revolutions and what the fuck ever is going on and shit. You know what I'm saying? I do that. I make the billions and I distribute them out to the millions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm literally taking a culture, I'm literally changing the world. Like I'm taking you mother freakers from out of combustion and into charging. You know what I'm saying? Into electricity, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which could have happened centuries ago, but
yeah.
you know, so I feel like these dudes, man, like like the presidents and the queen and all that, it's you know, it's just they just little puppets, dude. I feel like people like Elon Musk and all these mugs that got money and stuff, they might not be necessarily the ones controlling everything, but they definitely talking. Like I think the ones that are is definitely reaching out to them and talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, how could you not? Like when you get to a certain level, like everybody gotta watch you. You know what I'm saying? The whole world gotta watch you because at any point in time, you got bread, you could just drop down to a country and then that shit just start going up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could take your industry from Austin, Texas, and go over to let's see what's a real third world country.
Afghanistan.
You could go to Afghanistan with Tesla, right? Get those people jobs, build a whole. They got land out there. You could build a whole bunch of just plants and just shit cars out. You know what I'm saying? And just be doing whatever. And then you'll see you'll see those people start to rise up as far as like financial gain and shit. You know what I'm saying? It'll be slow, it'll take years, but it's gonna happen. And you know what? Other countries would see that and be like, we don't like that. You know what I'm saying? But like if you got billions and you got other friends who got billions and they invest in you because they see that you got bread because they know they not worried about like political standpoints. They worried about financial. They trying to get to the moon.
Yeah.
You know, politicians they're stuck on Earth.
Yeah.
These niggas is building spaceships. They trying to build hotels on the moon, bro.
Yeah, they've been talking about that for years. Yeah.
The conception to think about that. So you got the president who deals with all of this other bullshit. You got this free agent dude who just does whatever he wants to do. I want to go to the moon right now. I don't need the United States' consent. What can you tell somebody like that?
Yeah, that's true. But see, my thing is, right? Because when you have somebody like that, you already know what comes with that. Because it's when you have somebody with that much power, it always gets perceived as a threat to somebody else. Right?
Yeah.
Why is there no threat?
Because it's either if you can't beat them, you join them.
But it's not always the case. With everybody else, it's been different. It's always been, I'm gonna beat him.
Who?
And if anything, I'll need to join him just so I can take over. You know what I'm saying? Just think about all the people that have like been emerging leaders. Now, maybe not on the same aspect financially as Elon Musk, but with the same influence. You feel what I'm saying?
But see, it's not about
influence.
But see, it's not about influence, bro. Like, because the influence comes with the whole bread. Like,
but that's not always the case though. Because you can have a whole lot of influence and not a lot of money. You can do that. There's a lot of people. If you stack up people compared to Elon Musk, there's a whole lot of goddamn people that have a lot of influence and not as much money. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of them been taken out. Come on now.
I don't know.
You can rattle off all the names of people.
I mean, you could rattle the names of, but like when we talk about influence, okay, yeah, you got some people, you got people that's influential, but in what like, okay, you got I break it up into categories. All right. When I think about influence, I don't just think about, I don't put it all together. Elon Musk is a different type of influence. Elon Musk is like, I got bread, right? So I can influence investors to get on my side. I can buy people's love and people's like. You know what I'm saying? Because I got bread. I got people who are with me, who got bread, who can invest in whatever is necessary to advertise, whatever it means to get people to get going and get excited about something, right? Mm-hmm. And you got people like, and pretty much he could be an untouchable. You know what I'm saying? He could be somebody who they can't reach. He got resources. The nigga can probably have a private military or whatever the fuck he got. You know what I'm saying? They probably couldn't snipe that nigga if they wanted to. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump type shit, you know? But then you got influencers like on a lower level with no money and shit. Just influential through personality, I guess. Like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and niggas like, you know, niggas. people like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's like they influence the mass of people through emotion, you know what I'm saying? But you got to think about this though. If it wasn't for the niggas who had the bread to design the advertisements or the necessary tools that these dudes needed to get their message out, would they still be influential?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
So if there was no television network, no news network, microphone, churches, these dudes would still be internationally known.
I feel like there'll still be something out there that'll get them internationally known. Think about when it came to Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street was an international thing. Was there? I mean,
but again, we still talking about. We still using the tools of these people who got the bread. Like we still building on the foundation of a country that we don't own. You know what I'm saying? We still building with bricks and mortar that we don't own. These things, these materials, these tools that we use to be influential, like TikTok and Instagram and all of that shit. Mm-hmm. From these microphones to these clothes that we wear. You dig what I'm saying? We don't own none of this shit. This nigga owns that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So his influence is a bit different because he can control it. Mm-hmm. If these mugs don't want you because you always gotta
hold up. We can't say that because he don't control all of it. He don't, because he still utilizes the same platforms. He's trying to buy Twitter now.
But think about that though. Exactly.
He's trying to buy it though.
But think about that. But think about that shit, son. Think about it. I can't. All right. So I put out Twitters. Y'all don't like my Twitters. Y'all kick me off of Twitter, right? But you know what? I could buy you. And then you know what? Once I get in there, I could fire every single one of y'all. Or I can create so much disturbance that it affects the stock market. And then y'all want to quit. And you got they got people who about to drop off the board because of this much, because he bought so much. You know what I'm saying? Because he in there. You know, when that to me, that's influence. That's a shift. When you can go into some shit where niggas got bread and you can make motherfuckers just be like, man, I'm getting out. Martin Luther King couldn't step in the White House and move bodies like that, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's a powerful statement, yo. That is a powerful statement. Son.
Could Martin Luther King make somebody step down from a political position?
That's a powerful. I can't even answer that question.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, but it's
a powerful question you just raised, man.
It's just two influential statuses. One with less bread, one with more bread. This mug could step up in the White House and literally shake that mug. People would just be like, oh yeah, so-and-so is about to quit after one day in the White House. You know what I'm saying? Because he could talk to these people.
But go ahead, finish. I'll let you finish.
You know what I'm saying? He could talk to these people. He got a little more to persuade with. And you know what I'm saying? Like, these other like these dudes, they talk a good game. Everybody, you know, all these other influential people, they talk a good game. You know what I'm saying? But like, if you trying to shake a room, you gonna either need bread or you need a whole lot of people who got.
So my thing is, I feel what you're saying. I feel like there are different layers to the influence, and for you, you know, just from the conversation, say comparing Martin Luther King to Elon Musk, they are on two different levels. I'm sorry, not layers, but levels. But I feel like if you had to stack them side by side, I feel like it's the influence more than anything. And I'm not saying I'm talking about the swaying of the people. I ain't talking about the finances. Now I feel what you're saying. With Elon Musk, that motherfucker got the pull. He got to pull out the ass. He got more pull than a goddamn fat man's drawstring. Okay, like motherfucker got pulled. That's without a doubt. But I mean, because I don't want to go off topic. I just feel like when you have that much pull, you are in the other leaders, okay? They were always perceived as some sort of a threat, but there's no threat when it comes to him, and he has more pull than a lot of these people out here. He, like you said, he's the one that can walk up to the chessboard, put his own chair there, and take the whole board over. But with somebody like that, why is he not perceived as a threat to anybody? When he can literally take your shit over and tank your shit, or he can build your shit all the way the fuck up.
Because he got the bread, son.
Yeah, but my thing is, we don't know Elon Musk as, you know, what he does on a daily. But for me, he seems like one of those dudes that ain't with. He looked like he's not easily manipulated.
Yeah,
he likes to do what he wants to do.
Pretty much, right?
Kind of like Trump. He likes to do what the fuck he wants to do.
And when the
biggest difference with Elon Musk, he doesn't lash out and make impulse decisions. That motherfucker Trump was making a whole bunch of impulse bullshit moves. You see what I'm saying? But it seems like Elon Musk is a really methodical person, and he just don't jump in there. He has a plan before he does it, which kind of makes him dangerous.
I can't say that, because Elon Musk does do some impulsive stuff. Even with like SpaceX, he's made some impulsive decisions, like some decisions that could have like led to catastrophic failure. But I mean, he's a risk taker.
I was going to say there's a difference between an impulse decision and a risk.
I mean,
they can be interchangeable, but there's a difference between the two.
I don't know. He do some wild stuff.
I don't know. I just
because he was building shit. He was buying missiles from freaking Russia and building spaceships out of them bitches.
but see, that right there is a prime example.
But see, like
Prime example of what I'm talking about.
But this is what I'm kind of saying about this. No one sees you. These people are only threats because whoever the they is, you Illuminati, whoever you want to call them, they deem you a threat, so you are a threat. You see what I'm saying? So if you Martin Luther King or you Malcolm X, you destabilizing what they got. They got the people ears, eyes, sight, smell, touch, all that. But you over here waking these people up, and we don't like that. You are a threat to what our mission is. This man falls in line with what our mission is because he's navigating what we can talk with him. We can talk money. We can make deals with him. Martin Luther King, we can't make no deals with you because you trying to do stuff that you trying to get people all on equal ground. We don't want that. You know what I'm saying? We want to keep the low here. We want to keep the high here.
So you think that he's treading a fine line?
I feel like he is with
navigating, but
I feel like I feel like as long as it gets him what he wants, as far as like on the moon, as long as he can do whatever he wants to do, you know what I'm saying? Because once he started going, if he was on some Martin Luther King shit, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
They start sanctioning this mug for no reason. They start doing all this. You'll start seeing crazy stuff. They start taking his businesses. Oh, go send the black ops, Umbu ninjas over there to go stabilize Tesla and shit. Go take his core or whatever secrets he has in his basement and destroy it, so he can't build any more shit.
So what you're saying is pretty much
sabotage his company.
But you saying Elon Musk is doing what he wants to do, but he's not trying to make enemies. Pretty much the US.
He gonna make enemies, but you need enemies because your enemies will be your allies too.
But okay, so I'm talking about in the eyes of the they, right? He's not trying to make an enemy with the they, but he's trying to make them not necessarily an ally either, but he's just trying to keep them on the radar. So
it's basically like all of these. I don't think it's about friends or enemies. I think all of them are just in neutral places. Like they're just not. It's all business. It's not like we're friends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we're allies as far as business is concerned, but like, it's not emotional. It's just like, I want to go to the moon. I'm trying to keep doing that. If I piss you off, then you gonna talk to him and he gonna talk to him, and then y'all gonna come up with some way to stop me from doing that. And I ain't with that. So you know what I'm saying? And if y'all try to stop me, then I'm gonna have to go around and go through this way to do it. And I ain't trying to do that because it's gonna cause this to fail. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So instead of doing that, I'm just gonna make y'all happy, do whatever. I finance your little
But that right there is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna make y'all happy. I'm gonna finance what I need to finance. So I'm making this business move to keep you off my back so I can continue doing what I'm gonna do. So that's telling me, okay, I know where the line is. I can cross that line if I give you this extra bread. As long as I keep you happy, there shouldn't be no problems. Right? As long as I keep you happy, there'll be no issues. And that's what I'm talking about. So it's like you'll be perceived as a threat the minute that you do. So I gotta make sure that you're right. And if you're not right, then I'm gonna be in trouble. That's what I'm talking about. He's not the way it is. As long as you keep you have a smile on your face, I'm good. I get to do what the fuck I want. I just gotta pay you off to make you smile and get you off my ass. So, I mean, I don't know. It was just a thought. It was just a thought, man, when it came to Elon Musk, man. For him to have all these billions and not be
he's definitely a threat. Like he's a threat, but they don't consider him a threat because they don't want him to be.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like he's not at that level yet. He's not at that.
it's
if
not.
there's a meter, he's not at that meter of okay, this is dangerous right here.
Well, they don't
We
see him
gotta.
as long as he making bread and he doing Tesla and all this other shit. He ain't a threat. It's like the no flight list. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not a threat unless they want you to be a threat. Like if your great grandparent was a Black Panther and shit, now you on the no fly list. Like what the fuck?
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like
now you're on somebody's radar.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like that has nothing to do with me. Oh, but it does, because your great grandfather could have teached you. Like that nigga dead. He was dead before I came to Earth. Like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? I can't fly planes. Shit, they didn't even have planes when the nigga was alive.
Yeah, it's like you Osama's great grandson, and now you fucked up for some shit.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Like you're not a threat unless they want you to be a threat. Now, if Elon was a threat, the only way they could see him as being a threat is if he started like. He would have to be socializing with other countries on like, and he probably is, but
I mean,
hold on. The money. I'm gonna get with this shit. The fucked up thing about it is these dudes be over in other countries. They be friends with all of these people. They got bread. Who else can they hang with? They can't hang with regular people. They gotta hang with people who got money. It's not the same no more. So. Yeah. They do this. They socialize, they pillow talk, they do all of that. But the governments overlook it as long as something is being fed. You know what I'm saying? As long as their stomachs are being fed and something is being lined, you know, it's cool. But then like let something happen. Oh, Elon, you don't want to do this? All right, you don't want to do this. Now something gets leaked. Now all this information start coming out. Now you got emails. Now you got trips. You got, now the FBI gets involved because now they done picked up on something. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now all of this stuff start going. Now his business is tanking. Now the stock market is falling and all of this shit is happening, right? Then he goes into the stress. Either he gonna kill himself, hang himself, shoot himself, or whatever crazy shit, or they gonna kill him and make it look like he killed himself. Or he gonna take that deal and then you'll start seeing everything go away. Oh, the stock is starting to rise back and the business is starting to triple their production line and they just open up a new company and you know what I'm saying? All of that butter starts to fly off, you know? Yeah. So these dudes are threats. That's the crazy thing. All of these niggas who got bread that's in these companies.
So you saying like the Warren Buffetts
to us,
Bezos,
to us civilians, like on this level who trying to make a come up, they're threats. They are fucking threats because look, it is so hard for the average man to just create a business right now, like brick and mortar. Like you can create a business, you can. But just think about back when our grandparents was coming up and stuff, right? Think about how many innovative people there were. Like you had milkmen who deliver milk to come. You had washer and dryer places and stuff. You had stores and strip malls and all kinds of just things owned by individual family, like us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my great grandpa, your great grandmother and stuff had stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even during like this racist bullshit, right? Yeah. But now you got these companies like, okay, think if your grandfather had like a tool store. He's just sold tools, all the tools you could think of, right? And then right next to it, your uncle had like a candy shop. And then next to that, his brother had they was fixing shoes and shit, right?
Like cobbler and shit.
Right. Now you got places like Walmart. Bam, we just took all that shit off the market. We don't even need y'all no more. Now nobody's going to these businesses. So these businesses closed down because their rent is too high. They, you know what I'm saying? They try to do the online thing, but now we got Amazon who we just gonna take that up too. Because now we selling all Walmart products on Amazon, get to you instantly. You know what I'm saying? So when you got corporations buying up all the shit, what can you do?
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Now you gotta come up out of your ass with some shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's way more difficult for people to do that because now you gotta find ways to advertise. You gotta find ways to do this. Now we talking about real bread. So you can't just advertise on the block no more because ain't nobody got no. You can't just sell CDs on the streets because ain't nobody got CD players in their cars. You know what I'm saying? How do you play music on your phone? Who owns the phones? Apple. How do you play music on your phones? Apple Music. How do you get your music on Apple Music? iTunes, TuneCore, all these other businesses that are owned by other businesses. You know what I'm saying? So now even the advertisement agencies are owned by these businesses. And if you can't intrigue them, they ain't gonna play your shit or they ain't gonna sell your shit.
Yeah.
So now you're just like a consumer all the time. And it's just like the cycle has been cut. It's no, money going in a circle. Now it's just money just flows out all the time. You know what I'm saying? You got people, big businesses forming housing companies and they just buying up houses and shit. You know what I'm saying? Banks, we gonna buy houses. So now for individuals like me, we want to go and buy houses and shit. We want to start selling and flipping houses and shit. Now it's harder and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't as many houses on the market because all the banks got the bitches. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now we competing against people who got bread, like who got real bread.
Yeah.
And they running them prices all the way up. So like a house that used to cost $100,000 is now $700,000. How can you fight that? How you going? You know what I'm saying? Now you can squeeze in, you can buy this, try to, we always find ways to get in, but it's
like hopping through hoops to be able to do it.
Dog, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just really, really competitive to the point where it makes you just want to kind of give up. So now we creating our own form of money. But now they trying to fucking come in and take all that up. They got the bread to do it. Oh, we just gonna buy all crypto. We got hundreds of millions. We're just gonna buy all the crypto. And then we're gonna start taxing it. We're gonna give it to the government, and then the government's gonna tax it, and then that money's gonna come back to us.
Yeah. One full circle.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it's just different as far as like the influence is concerned, like mom and dad's tool shop versus Home Depot.
Yeah.
Which one you gonna go to?
Exactly.
You gonna go to Home Depot. The prices are way more expensive, but mom and dad gonna have the same prices because they have to compete because they gotta survive, but they got less customers.
Shit, it might be cheaper at Home Depot.
Right, they might just
Normally it is.
They just taking the L just because they just trying to get rid of the competition.
Exactly. And they got the means and the resources to be able to keep the prices low.
And
as opposed to that mom and pop shop that ain't got those type of resources. And they gotta stay afloat.
That's the kind of environment that our generation is living in right now. It's a prime example. It's a Russia versus Ukraine situation.
Wow. Oh, yeah. Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is real. Oh shit. What a way to end it. Oh shit.
It's crazy.
That is crazy as fuck. We well over 30 minutes, man. So I know we already gonna talk about this topic a little more. Maybe when the girls get on, we'll see. But for now, this is the Dirty 30. This is your boy Comedic Energy.
Your boy Cray Newt.
Peace out, people.